Barrier Fencing Supply is a fencing wholesaler and distributor based out of Supply, North Carolina. Whether you need fencing, fencing products, fencing accessories, or various other construction materials related to your fencing needs, we have the products you are looking for at today's most competitive prices around. Ask us today about bulk pricing packages. Call 910-269-8661. Contact us by email at sales@barrierfencingproducts.com. Barrier Fencing Supply, proud supporter of the Voice of Victory Lane podcast.
Hey, good evening, race fans, and welcome back to another inside edition of the Voice of Victory Lane podcast with Kip Thompson. We just heard from one of our big sponsors, Barrier Fencing Supply out of Supply, North Carolina. Huge supporters of our show. We're so excited to have them as part of our team. As we close tonight's show, we'll hear from another sponsor, Atwell Exterior Services out of Greenville, North Carolina. Trevor Atwell and Team Atwell Racing, huge supporters of our show, big dirt racing fans. And again, we're proud to always have them as a part of our show as well. So tonight, got a special guest with us, first-time visitor on the Voice of Victory Lane podcast. He was Saturday night at the Fayetteville Motor Speedway, our feature winner of the Amsoil Trucking Legends. It is Ryan Zima out of Cleveland, North Carolina. Ryan, good evening, man, and welcome to tonight's show.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, man, we're doing real good. Let's talk about that race, man. You started, third the other night, in the right place at the right time, and able to capture that win in the number 112, driving for Willie Ridenhour and 316 Motorsports, man. Congratulations on that win. Let's talk about that was a great piece you had the other night.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Willie brought a really fast car for me. Started third. We got up there and we worked our way. It was my first time in that car for qualifying, so we came up through there. Learned the car as I went. It was set up pretty good. Willie brings some fast cars to the racetrack every week, so it was good to come up through there. And once we got there, started third, came up through the field and got settled behind first, and then we went for the pass and checked out from there. So yeah, it was a pretty good race. It really brought some really fast cars.
Yeah, even though through all the rain and all the waiting around, it was worth it. We had a good night, and I want to thank you and all the other drivers, anybody that was a part of that the other night and try to help us do that all car roll in. It was mandatory, and it really didn't take a whole lot of time. And actually, even with the rain, you got to admit the track was pretty good.
Yeah, he did a good job getting that track and helping us. We rolled it in and made sure we were able to race on it and made sure we were okay with it. And I mean, he put together a good track.
Yeah, the other night when I saw you pull that 112 car, I remember seeing the number 4 last year when you partnered in Racing for Heroes Victory Lane at a big race, man, the U.S. INEX National Legends deal at Fayetteville. So it's got to be always good, man, to have a repeat trip to Racing for Heroes Victory Lane.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to come back and enjoyed racing back. I mean, we haven't been there in a little bit, so coming back it was definitely felt good to put it back in Victory Lane on next time back.
Yeah, well, with you being kind of sporadic here and there, racing at Fayetteville whenever you get a chance, something's going on. Let's let you talk about for Ryan Zima Racing, man. You are very busy. You're a dirt legend. I see you on Asphalt Legends at the Cookout Summer Shootout in Charlotte. I've been seeing you on TV watching that. I've even seen you at Millbridge. So let's let everyone know exactly Ryan Zima Racing, everything that you're involved in.
Yeah, I run the 600, the Micro 600 over at Millbridge, normally on a weekly basis. We'll come back and we've run the summer shootout. We'll go over to Wake County. We'll come to Fayetteville every now and then if we ever have a chance. What else? We do Caraway sometimes, but right now for these couple months, we've been focused on the summer shootout. So that's what we've been doing.
Well, I know that all of that, different race cars, different types, dirt, asphalt, micro sprints. I mean, it's a big difference, man. How do you kind of, keep a handle on, because I know really probably for what I've heard guys who do legends racing or any type racing that sometimes they're on dirt and they're sometimes on asphalt. Wouldn't you say that being able to drive on dirt kind of helps you with car control when you go to asphalt tracks?
Yeah. It's definitely the legend. Dirt Legends is very it's definitely a one piece. You gotta be very careful running around dirt, but once you get to asphalt, it really helps you with that car control and knowing the limits on asphalt come to dirt. Dirt's a little forgiving, but like asphalt, you gotta be on your game. You gotta hit your marks every time. And just coming back from those like legend to dirt is definitely helps me out a lot. And then the micro here and there, that just gives me more seat time to run different cars other than just the legend car.
Well, again, we want to congratulate you on capturing the win this past Saturday night, July 15th, over at the Fayetteville Motor Speedway. It was a great performance there. Again, like I said, you started third position inside second row, in the right place at the right time. And when you got up front, man, you never looked back. And congratulations on the win. So let's talk about, for the remaining part of 2023 for Ryan Zima Racing, what's up next? What's on your schedule?
We're looking to try to go for the points championship at Wake County with the legend car and asphalt. We'll try to go in there maybe and get a couple INX points for the legend car on dirt at Fayetteville, because we'll end up doing the same dirt race, the Fayetteville, the big national one. We're gonna try to get some wins, try to finish out and get that championship at the summer shootout. The micro, we have Mountain Creek that we've been running. I'm leading points over there, so we're gonna try to go get that championship. And then Millbridge, we're just going to finish out the season, have a little fun over there, more seat time. And yeah, we're going to hopefully be able to pick up a bunch of championships at the end of this year.
So hearing you say that, now when we talk about looking forward to November, when we have the U.S. Legends INX Nationals back inside the Carolina Bull Ring at the Fayetteville Motor Speedway, do I need to go ahead and find a box of that champagne and make sure I got a bottle there? Because you go ahead and take another one of those back to Cleveland with you?
Oh yeah. That's the plan. We're definitely going to try to pick up a couple more wins and a championship over there. So that's definitely the plan for the rest of the season on the dirt.
That sounds awesome. So we want to wish you the best of luck for the remaining part of 2023. So let's talk about some of the folks that help you, when you're all over everywhere. I mean, Charlotte, Millbridge, Wake County, Fayetteville, Caraway, all these places that you talk about. Let's talk about some of those folks that help you, man. I'll give your sponsors a big shout out.
Yeah. Firstly, Kyle, he helps me out. He's taught me so much about all the cars, the two cars I run, and he's taught me how to set them up, all the different changes he makes, and he's overall made me a way better driver than I I've come to now over the past year. But all my sponsors, all my sponsors, Huntsville Ford, Rock Hill Ford, they're my big ones. Ace Hardware at Rock Hill, Quick Lane, Race City Pool Service, Franklin Signs and Graphics. All these people help me out. White House Gardens, everyone. It's a Ford Performance Racing School. Everyone's helped me out. I wouldn't be here racing where I am and winning like I am without any of them. But I also got to thank my mom and dad. And my dad works on the car every night. I always go out and try to help him, and we get that car together every day because we're racing almost every day. So I definitely I like to thank everyone who helps me out, and all my fans that support me. And just a big thank you to everyone that has made me come to this point now. So yeah.
And like you mentioned, man, your mom and dad, that's the big, huge support staff, man. They get you to and from the track. And I know, man, they got to be like the two biggest Ryan Zima fans in the country.
Yeah. They do everything for me. My mom does my social media, and she does a great job with that. And so does my dad. My dad does a lot of good stuff, and he does almost everything. So they're like the most supportive people that help me. And like, I wouldn't be anywhere where I am now without them.
Well, you got to give your mom a clap her a high five, pat her on the back. She does a phenomenal job, man, with your social media page. I watch it all the time because, me personally on my page and then on our Voice of Victory Lane podcast page, we always like to share stuff when we see you doing things, because, you're part of the family at Fayetteville Motor Speedway. And we follow you, and everything that pops up, comes up on our page. And so we like to like and share everything that you're doing. So, mom gets a thumbs up for sure for everything that she does for your page.
Yeah, she does a great job and everything. I love her so much that she gives me the opportunity and helps me out with all these things. And my parents have brought me a long ways. So I love them for that.
Yeah, well, that's I always say, it's kind of like the old Hank Williams song, just old family tradition. Those families that race together stay together, and you guys definitely have a strong bond there. And I see, teams like that, that race with their parents and their families, people like you and Jay Singletary and Jeremiah and Jaden Bolin and Jeremy Locklear and Jake Locklear and all those kids. I mean, all those guys are just, it's, families, it's fathers and sons and parents everywhere. And it's really, really a cool experience, man, to see. And especially if someone goes to Charlotte, like that summer shootout, man, it's kind of unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. Everyone, all the families and everyone does a great job. It's always good to see everyone, come together, and the big relationship at the racetrack that we've all formed.
Yeah, it's really neat, man, to see that. And we wish you the best of luck again through the remaining part of 2023. And man, we've been excited about talking this week about having you on the show. And we
Mhm.
really appreciate, man, you taking time to be on our show. And maybe we can have you again as we look forward to some of those goals that you have for the remaining
Yep.
part of 2023 to have you back on again. And let's talk about everything that you've done.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, man. Well, we hope to see you again at Fayetteville real soon, maybe between now and November now. Okay, so
Mhm.
don't be a stranger. Come on back.
Yeah. We definitely plan on coming back there and bringing my own car, see if I can get a win there too. Because I know Willie brings great cars. We just want to try to get it to where he at, because he's brought his stuff a long way in really fast cars. So yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah, that whole little deal you talk about 316 Motorsports
Mhm.
and Willie Ridenhour, man, he really does a phenomenal job of that driver development program. And people who are looking to get into legend racing, you need to look him up. Guy's
Mhm.
very knowledgeable, got great equipment, and you got to know, man, that hey, I'm on my way to Fayetteville Motor Speedway, and I'm going to be driving a car that's out of that stable of 316 Motorsports, and you're going to be in a fast piece if you drive some of Ridenhour stuff.
Yeah. He does a great job at all his cars are tip top perfection. Everything's really good that he does over there. So yeah.
All right, race fans, we have been on tonight on the Voice of Victory Lane podcast with Ryan Zima. He drove the number 112 of 316 Motorsports this past weekend inside the Fayetteville Motor Speedway and captured the win and parked that piece in Racing for Heroes Victory Lane. We want to wish Ryan Zima and his team and his family continued success through 2023, and we hope to see him again very soon. And definitely, we know he'll be back in November for the U.S. Legend INEX Nationals on dirt inside the Fayetteville Motor Speedway. As we close out tonight's show, we will hear from Atwell Exterior Services out of Greenville, North Carolina. Trevor Atwell, Team Atwell Racing, big, huge supporters of our show and just really big dirt racing fans. And we appreciate them for what they do on our show. And as always, as we close every show, be on the lookout. We could be coming to a racetrack near you, and you could be who we're talking about next right here on the Voice of Victory Lane podcast. Good night, everybody.
Atwell Exterior Services and Team Atwell ride with a winner. Congratulations to Trevor Atwell and the team at Atwell Exterior Services in Greenville, North Carolina. Atwell is the top-rated roofing and exterior renovations company in racing country, and Team Atwell has sponsored so many great racing teams for years. Ride with a winner on your roof or on the track. Atwell Exterior Services. Atwell Exterior Services and Team Atwell Racing. Ride with a winner.